heard something. Oh, look, it's Pat ass. Targeted Pat ass.
What's up?
What's up?
Nothing. I figured I I don't know. I still go back and forth sometimes, Donovan. I don't know if you're being played with or what,
Yeah,
or
I'm
if you
being fucked with.
genuinely think that I am fucking with you, or if I've ever fucked with you. I can't hear anything. What happened?
I heard something.
What happened? I can't hear you anymore. Hold on. Can you hear me? I can't hear you anymore. What the fuck happened? I can hear me on another. I have it up on another screen. I can hear myself, but I can't hear myself on the device I'm using. I have it up on another screen. I can hear myself, but I can't hear myself on the device. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna come out and come back in. Oh, I'm the only one in here now, I guess. See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
My signal got cut, so I'm gonna have to cut this short here because I'm having some connectivity issues here for some reason. I was trying to point out how I got too many gang stalkers up here fucking riding my ass, trying to fucking get my channel terminated. Oh, there he is. My signal got cut off.
Get my channel terminated.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I lost my signal.
My signal got cut
Well,
off.
that's the shit I'm talking about. Like anytime I would ever try to do anything, clear this shit up.
Yeah, I lost my signal.
Are you
Something
trying to
weird,
DDoS me or what?
Something like, no, I ain't doing shit. But I'm not past the possibility that somebody else is sitting here playing with everybody. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's a lot of people are,
I don't understand why a
but
lot
it's
of people
not
don't
me.
realize that. You know?
You know what shading fruit is, right?
What's that?
Shading fruit. People that see Nerve Girl already explained it to you. You know, shading fruit. You know, people that kind of they get off on the suffering of others and think it's funny, and so that's what the whole troll thing's about.
Right. Okay.
And there's this whole troll culture on YouTube that's been going around for years now. If you look at Burger Boy, that's a prime example of shading fruit.
Because they get likes and clicks and views. The algorithm
They
pushes
make
that
money
shit
off
too.
of it. They make money off of it. They get a monetized channel and they get paid for showing advertisements. So like they have to kick that shit out like every week or else they don't get paid.
Well, what do you think it does whenever you know, I think you know that I'm not about that. I don't fuck with you, and I haven't flagged your channel.
Well, I
I've never
think I
flagged
know
your
who's
channel.
actually been doing it.
But why do you go around telling everybody it's me then?
Well, I thought it was you, but it turned out it probably wasn't. It was actually Angels Don't Fall and that hippie girl and Tubby Reed. I guess that's what her name is. She's mad because I called her Tubby instead of Toby.
Well, I just caught Angels playing games.
Yeah, he's doing it again.
And I'm about to make another video. I'm not gonna call anybody perps. I'm just gonna share what I see. You know what I mean?
Well,
And from my point of view, this is what I see. You know.
Well, that's what that girl's complaining about. She's saying that you guys go around calling everybody gang stalkers, accusing innocent people of being gang stalkers, like what Bat Tiger used to do. Yeah. And it's like, no, like there's no clips of me anywhere doing that kind of stuff. And I'm not the one being tagged on Nerve Gorilla's channel. See, that girl never noticed that. I said, look, every time he does a post, he calls all these people get tagged except for me. And the reason for that is because I'm the only one that ever got on his fucking chat and talked to him.
No, I've gotten on his chat and talked to him.
But you got to keep getting on there. You got to keep getting on because he doesn't want to fucking.
He has me blocked, dude.
Well, ask him to unblock. Well, get on the voice chat instead. You're not blocked.
I have gotten on his voice chat before, like 3 different times.
Because I have Jitsi Beat too. See, but I hardly even use it because it's not censored. There's even more trolls there than there are on here. So that's why.
But he's more part of the troll thing. Even though he's not, I don't think he's completely engulfed in it. That's not his main thing. But I have evidence showing him going to my brother, giving my brother ideas to use for videos to make about me. Like, no shit. Like the one, he took all those videos down. My brother did, the Pat and Perps. All those videos are down. I can't see any of them anymore. So what does that tell you, though? That tells you, like, what? I was right? I exposed my brother.
Well, he's not really. Well, does he communicate with you at all? Does he at least, like, he won't get on your chat or anything, or he won't even call you on the phone or anything like that?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Well, obviously, there's some kind of falling out there. Some people hold grudges.
Yeah, I know, and he does hold a grudge, and I realized this after the fact. He's been in this on the internet and shit. He probably knew about this shit way before. Yeah, that's probably why. I was he took me as a target. You know what I mean? He did this to me because he knows about this, right? I had no idea about any of this when this started.
Well, I think the biggest mistake you made was getting involved with TI News.
I didn't get involved with TI News. I went to his stream, okay? What do you mean? Like, lots of people went and watched his videos. Lots of people have been on his panel.
Well, he was just a troll himself.
Okay, but you make it out like I'm involved
And
with
you
him more than I
seen,
ever was.
and I already showed everybody all the stuff that he used to do, and he's finally stopped doing that. And so that's why I'm not mad at him. I'm not holding any grudge against him, but I'm trying to point this shit out to this girl here
Yeah, I mean, I've talked,
because she's gonna come after you next.
and I for sure if he was or wasn't. All I can say is I've I've never seen anything definitively myself that it says that he was him. I see people blaming him,
But I could give you the
but
names of all the people that told him to do that.
but that doesn't prove anything to me, and it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Well, if you look at what these people are doing now, they haven't changed one bit.
Right.
Let's start with Sarah and Susie. See,
So
Susie's
the point
still.
is, you got to try not to play into their games then, because that's all I see
I
from
just want
you.
these people to leave me the fuck alone and stop watching my channel. If they obviously don't like my channel, then don't fucking watch it. But they
You
still
must have
watch it
unblocked
anyways.
me, I guess. Well, you must have unblocked me because I seen it last couple times I tried to click on your live. It said that it was private or it wouldn't let me watch it. But today I clicked on this one and it surprisingly it came up and I was like, oh shit.
What we have here is a failure to communicate, and that
And
seems
that's
to be.
why I came on your stream.
And that girl, she doesn't know how to communicate. Like she just fucking, she'll make like 7 videos in one day, and that's her fucking response instead of fucking talking to me about it. But she's the one. Can you see this?
Who is the girl? I just clicked on it and I immediately joined your stream here. What were you talking about? Because I didn't really see. Okay.
I guess her name's I don't know what she calls herself, but she's on Nerve Gorilla's channel. You'll find that over there. Like
What is that?
she's trying to suck up to Nerve Gorilla and trying to use him as a tool against me, and it didn't work because she didn't notice that. You know, I'm
Is
not
she
the
the
one.
one that is she the one that was has been cured by Nerve Gorilla
Yeah,
cured her?
allegedly, supposedly,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Yeah, I'm not
and if
buying
you
that for a second.
and if you listen to the shit that she talks about, oh, that's even more unhinged than Bat Tiger and everybody. Because she's
Yeah.
like, again, she's one of these Christian cult people. They're talking about
Leanne.
they're saying that, you know, the end of the world, Jesus is coming, repent, the rapture, the rapture, the rapture. You got to prepare yourself. They're putting us in FEMA camps. We're all gonna
I don't know.
die.
Okay. Yeah,
It's the end
that's
of the
not good.
world.
That's
The
not good.
second
It's
coming of Jesus Christ.
this is what they've done for
Yeah,
thousands of years. They've
the
used
second coming, the second coming.
Jesus might have been a real person, but he was, you know, they just exploited his story and used it like they do with everybody to control people. That's it. You know what I
And
mean?
that's one thing I never talked about. You know, I'm not up here pushing religion on nobody.
Right.
I'm
Me
not trying to
neither.
convert nobody over to fucking whatever it is that I believe in. You know, I keep that to myself. You know, whether or not I'm religious or not, it's nobody's business. I'm not going to tell anybody about it. Like
Right. I
that's the last
agree.
thing you want to do is tell the internet that you're a fucking Jesus freak and that you're scared of the end of the world and that
Yeah.
the government's going to put us in FEMA camps. We're going to be the first to be in the FEMA camps. What are you going to do, Patton?
Yeah. You just contribute to the distraction is all you do. You know.
Hysteria, you know, like why
Yeah.
would you want to trick people, you know, promote fear and paranoia and like being scared of these FEMA camp people. You know,
I
that
agree
actually
with you
came from
there.
Alex Jones. That was from Alex Jones. Like, and look at what happened to him. He got his ass sued off.
Well, I wonder. He's admitted to being wrong about stuff in the past. So, do you think he was just caught up in it, or do you think he was knew the whole time and was pushing it anyway?
He was recklessly promoting it,
Yeah.
even though but they still nailed his ass
Oh yeah. They
when
made
they
an
tried
example out of him.
because he tried to say Sandy Hook was a hoax,
Right.
and yet there's bodies in,
But
you know.
he could have easily been victim to the propaganda. You know what I mean? He could have been irresponsible, like you said, and
Yeah,
he saw a
but
couple things, he believed it, and then he pushed it.
he's pretty much number one on their shit list.
Well, that's one thing that's important. I try to suggest to people is don't just believe what you hear. Do your own research. Don't be irresponsible with information. I've been guilty of it. We've all been guilty of it. But you see how damaging it can be.
And then accusing me of being in a Discord group with Bluffy the Narc Slayer. That's like get out of here with that, you know, because I don't even watch her channel, you know, because like she's
What
too
were you saying about
wishy-washy.
me stalking your family or something?
It's probably your brother pretending to be you.
Well, see, so you can't be a hypocrite, Donovan. You've said all this stuff that is totally bullshit, completely wrong. So how can you
No.
sit there and say that, other people do it? That's all I see from you.
Well, everybody fucking started deleting all their shit, so I can't get a hold of nobody no more because they're aware of this. They got scared and started deleting their fucking Facebook accounts. And so
Scared
now
of what are
I
they
can't
scared
get a
of?
hold. Well, I was trying to get a hold of my folks. That was the only reason why I use Facebook is to get a hold of my family, and that's it. Because these dumb fuckers
You
don't
were
even have.
friends with the John Patton account on two different things, so
No, he added me. He added me, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I
it
realized that it's like,
takes two.
well, he added me first, so like all I had to do
Yeah,
was block him. But
because that was my brother. He went around and I believe he had my shit hacked, and he went on my page and went to every single person that I had any connection with ever, and he reached out to
well,
every one of them, and he started his campaign to try to manipulate them to think I'm something I'm not. That's the game, you know what I mean? That's what he did. That's what he's done. I've seen it time and time again with him.
well,
That's
there's
why
also
I hesitate. I don't say anything unless I know it's true anymore. I mean, I'm sure I have in the past, and I speculate like anybody else. But I try to make sure I point that out. If I'm speculating, I'll tell you I'm speculating. I don't just try to say things and say they're true if I don't know.
yeah, I don't even want to do any more live streams because if that girl's going to be recording me, you know, I think that she was the one that was reporting me to the police because there's
Did
been
somebody
fucking
report you to the police?
yeah, the cops have been fucking like every time I see a cop, he turns his fucking lights on, and
And
it's
then
those
what?
yeah, the, they're trying to scare me. The fucking warning lights. They usually only do that when I have a warrant for fucking failure to pay a fine or something really stupid.
Well, this is gang stalking. That's
Well,
what
I
it
was
is.
going to jail like every other fucking week on the same ticket, and it fucking took years to clear that shit up.
I went
You
through the
know,
same shit. That's why the law enforcement is the key component behind most of this shit. They like to play the games, I think, because
well,
they
the
have
cops in this
access.
town, the cops in this town are really fucked. You know, they've been that way for years, and I've been really lucky that they haven't even been bothering me. But still, it's just
Well, when you
like
learn your rights and shit, you're
that's why
good,
I
you know.
record this shit in the first place. You know, because New Mexico is not a two-party state, so I'm totally legally allowed to record whatever the fuck I want as long as I don't bother people, and and I make
Yeah.
sure that there's no women and children in the camera, and that
Well, there's
people, you got to ask people permission first too. Is
well
that
for
okay?
audio.
But I don't press people. I don't ask people questions. I just move right through as fast as I can. I
Well,
literally just stuck it to my chest with a fucking piece of Velcro, and that works just fine. I also have a body camera too, in case a fight breaks out. And
see, I don't even blatantly just I don't stick a camera in people's faces or go around recording them. I just do it for my own protection as well.
that's what I
But
say. That's what I say. I put it on there as a disclaimer that I'm only doing this for my own safety. And then this chick wants to fucking call that just watch her video. She's getting
she would
nuts.
be an example then of one of these people that I claim are people that get paid, online paid trolls.
Well, she's obviously somebody that needs money, because she was complaining about being homeless, not having a place to live, and like
Yeah. But What? I don't know. I don't know the story. You know what I mean? So I just know that anytime you've said anything about me, it was bullshit.
Well, that's
So
probably because there's
right,
no communication going on.
I don't believe much of what anything you say without you know
Without,
without seeing something to back it up. You know,
well, just so you know, like I never got paid to be on YouTube. You know,
I
I'm
never
pretty. Well,
never
you
said you
remember,
did.
you remember Chief Handler despises the poor, right?
Oh yeah.
Why does Chief Handler despise the poor? Why does he only pick on poor people?
I don't know. Did you ask him?
Well, I finally blocked him. I finally got tired of him. He said something about oh, he said something really fucked up, and I just had enough, and I blocked him finally
So he
because
don't mess with me very much, but I think it's because I give it right back to him, and I don't allow him to I don't know to make me look like an idiot. You know, I'll say things that really make him look like an idiot, and then he rarely ever comments on my shit.
you know all I ever did was just troll him back, you know, and
Right.
then that pisses him off even worse when you do that. You know, he considers that back talk, and he'll come back even harder. You know, he'll insult you even harder. However, I did notice that he will answer questions if you let him insult you. But who wants to put up with that? You know, like I don't even,
Well, whenever
I don't entertain his bullshit
when
anymore.
he learned that I was in the military, you were glitching there for a second, but when he learned that I was in the military, he asked me a question, and I did have a little back and forth with him one time about that. I think it had to do with because it was something that related to him. Are you
Again,
coughing
you
into
know,
your microphone?
yeah, I'm sick. I got fucking something happened. You know, I don't know what happened. I've been sick for a week. I don't know if it's COVID-19 or the flu, but I've been fucking having fever and sweats for like a whole week now.
Well,
And
can you try coughing
if it
away
doesn't
from the
stop,
microphone?
yeah, if it doesn't stop, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. Well, look, we got a troll.
Who's that?
I'm gonna have to see. I've seen this guy around. He's on everybody's shit.
Liquid
Um,
metal.
yeah, he was from Conspiracy Underground's channel. I think he's
Is it a child?
see, I don't tolerate that shit. You know, I just block these assholes right away.
I mean, he's got a Goosebumps, an R.L. Stein Goosebumps thing as his avatar. Is he a child? I read those books when I was a kid.
Oh, that's Michael Myers.
What?
The picture, that's Michael Myers.
The pictures, where am I looking? I'm looking on the screen here. That R.L. Stein, Liquid Metal, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, picture, that's Michael Myers.
It's a picture of a Goosebumps book.
He's asking
Is
me
there
dumb questions. He
there's a
wants to
book
know what
series.
he wants to know
Did you ever,
where the pedo absent-minded Abe is at. I ran his ass off of here. I
he
take
has
full
a different
credit.
channel now.
Oh, he's got a sock account
He
called
has a channel where his Sean, it's his name, I guess.
yeah, that's his sock account. There's no videos on it.
Right.
But I take full credit for running his ass off of her because I told him straight up, man. Like, bro,
He glitched out.
having meltdowns and just
I
doing what
think
he
that was on
does. You know,
purpose.
it sounds like he's trying to explain something, like he's talking, and then his
Yeah.
voice he raises his voice and he starts screaming, and that's the shit that I don't like being accused of. You know, that's him. He's the one that
Right.
does that kind of shit. But
It makes the whole.
that stupid hippie girl, she won't even look at any of that shit. She keeps accusing me of being these people, and I'm not. You know, and I'm not in a cult. I'm not on Discord. I'm not in anybody's fucking group. And I'm not a religious fucking megalomaniac. You know, like, do you remember that movie, The Dream Team?
You privacy striked my video.
Which
The
one?
one, the one where it showed your Facebook picture or profile picture or something. It was a clip from a video you put on YouTube, and I was just showing it. and then you privacy strike it. So I went in, I blurred out the image.
And they said they didn't find anything wrong with it.
Yeah, I know they said that, but I still blurred out the image.
But you really shouldn't do that, though. You really shouldn't show people's Facebook page on YouTube, because that's a separate website.
It was,
And when you do
friends,
that,
and it was attached to the people
that's
who were harassing me, Donovan.
that's considered doxing when you're doxing people's Facebook, because you're not the only one that did
I
that.
don't care. I'll dox every gang stalker that I find if they want to.
But I'm not a gang stalker. See, I already told you guys.
I was just showing the people that were connected to my online stalkers. So, you know, that's a consequence of your actions there, being connected to that group.
What group?
But the Patton Perps, or the John Patton account on Facebook.
That's just that's a troll account.
Well, you were connected to it, and then you didn't like that people knew.
I'm not connected to it. That fucker added me, and then I forgot about it. You know, it's one of those things where, oh, ha. Because I got hacked, remember?
Two different accounts, though.
I was locked out of that account for a long ass fucking time. And then when they finally emailed me about it, they told me I had to take action. And when I did, they told me I had to upload my ID in order to verify that account was mine.
Yeah, I've had to do that too.
And then after that,
they get the other one taken down though. Like, they won't fucking take John Patton down. They won't take, you know, his impersonator accounts. Can't get them to take them down though.
Well, I've had a bunch of those. You know, there's ways to get rid of those.
Well, I'd like to know those ways.
Well, being
I've uploaded my ID. I verified my ID with Facebook, and I've filed the complaints through Facebook that I've had impersonators on Facebook. They just ignore them, or they never get them. One of the two, right? I'm not past the thought that they never receive those complaints. You know, if they control my internet traffic, I have reason to believe they control my internet traffic. Okay. I'm looking on the screen here. RL Sky, Liquid Metal, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Are you watching your own stream back?
Well, I was checking to see if I could see the screen or not, because I'm trying to show the screen of that the troll girl. She calls herself Comanche 144, and she's just one of these fucking ratty ass fucking hippies with rope hair. You know, I hated hippies. You know, when I used to live in Tucson,
it's a troll account, obviously.
She's got two accounts. She's got her main channel from 2009. She's been on YouTube since 2009 and only has like 89,000 views, way less than this channel right here. And my backup channel has only been up for like a couple years and managed to get more views than her. So I think that's what she's mad about, because her channel is just religious hogwash, you know, just crap, poop, you know, just rainbow hippie nonsense. She's a new age. You know what New Agers are? New Agers are like way worse than all these radical
anything that gets a reaction.
Well, that's what she wants. She wants attention. She's lonely. She needs a boyfriend. That would
aren't you single? Why don't you write her a love letter?
I don't tell the internet any personal details.
Use ChatGPT and write her a love letter.
No, like I'm just not attracted to those type of things. After being around hippies in Tucson and Albuquerque, like, no thanks, man. I absolutely hated these people. They're disgusting. Yeah, have you ever been to a rainbow gathering?
Yeah, I know they don't like to shave, and
they stink. They don't bathe, and they fucking got dreadlocks, shitlocks. That's part of their thing, you know, because they take all the world's religions and mix it all together.
Well, you shouldn't stereotype though. That's how you get caught up in. That's what they use. They use labels. Anything that they put a label on, they like to. You know, the controllers, whoever they are, right? They like to put labels to things.
They traffic underage children. They traffic runaway children. People go missing at these places too. They trash the town everywhere they go. Like there was a rainbow
Right.
gathering up here in the mountains a few years back, and when these people showed up in town, they caused all kinds of problems. All of a sudden, there's homeless beggars everywhere, fucking aggressively panhandling, scaring all the tourists.
Yeah.
But I just have a passionate hatred for hippies. Hippies suck. Never
See, that's
trust
a
a fucking
label. That's
hippies
a
suck.
label. See, you're against hippies. That label. But I guarantee you that there's people that identify as a hippie or whatever that you wouldn't, if you got to know them, you wouldn't feel the same way.
Well, not unless they were the original flower children, and they're all old now. They're a bunch of old people.
Right.
But,
But again, you're using the labels. You know,
well, they're called neo hippies. Neo hippies,
it's
like
another
neo
label.
Nazis, like
It's another
Nazi fucking
label.
hippies. Just look around. I made a
I
playlist about it. It's
I'm
called
just
one.
I don't judge anybody but based on a label. You know what I mean?
There's a playlist. I put together a playlist so you can see what I'm talking about. It's called 144,000 New Age Hippies,
Okay.
and like you'll see what these people are all about. They live in buses and all that shit,
I understand.
and they poop everywhere.
But I'm not going to program myself to just to
They,
automatically
I mean, they
feel
poop as they
think a
walk.
certain way about a label, and then if anybody else has that label, then I'm programmed to not like them because I've seen these other people. You know what I mean? Don't let the
Well,
labels program your mind into hating other people, and
oh jeez,
because that's what controls you. You know, it's the
that girl looks rugged. Like the more I look at her, the more repulsed that the more repulsive she gets. Because I could literally smell the patchouli all the way over here through the fucking the fiber optics
I
through the
don't see
waves.
anything, but all I see is that goosebumps thing in my picture.
It's patchouli, uh, feet and ass and armpits, and
Do you use a PC or are you just using a phone?
I'm using a PC,
Because
but I
you
got a
should use a
shitty ass internet connection right now because I'm literally stealing it.
Yeah, I understand that. I know I've watched your streams before and it starts glitching out every once in a while.
Yeah, because I got to use the satellite dish again. Like before, I used to use an old satellite dish that I converted into a Wi-Fi what do you call that, enhancer? Because it had the dongle
Yeah,
pointed at the dish so that I could get better reception. And believe it or not, it works.
I take it for granted. We have
And you can
cable
make them too.
broadband. Well, I have cable broadband internet. It's like 10 times. I mean, I have the lowest package you can get. I paid $9.95 a month for my internet, and it's 10 times faster than that. You know, so you're just out in the sticks where they don't have broadband access out there, right? So you're resorted to either what? Do they have DSL out there? Like,
Oh, if I pay for it, like they'll hook it right up. But instead, I just piggyback off of whatever signal's available.
yeah, because DSL ain't even that great, and
That
it's
way,
super expensive.
when the feds come down, they go raid the wrong house because they don't know that I'm using the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
Well, they can figure it out. It's not that hard to figure out. I think they have ways to circumvent encryption too. You know
So
how
what are you
everyone
gonna do
talks
about
about.
Nerve Gorilla? Are
I'm
you
not going to
guys
do
gonna
anything about them. What do you mean?
are you gonna finally get over your fear of Nerve Gorilla?
I'm not afraid of Nerve Gorilla. Where did that come from that you think I'm afraid of Nerve Gorilla?
Well, there's so many people
He
like,
blocked me, remember? So I would say he's afraid of me.
well, there's so many people like making all these slander videos about him, like calling him an agent and a gang stalker. Proof that Nerve Gorilla is a gang stalker, and he's
All I
not.
can say is they're calling it out how they see it. You know, I have evidence to suggest that he is. So how do you know he's not?
He's definitely not because
How
he
do
got
you
doxxed too. He got victimized by the same people.
when?
Oh, when this is when GLM did a live stream on him,
Okay.
GLI and Angels Don't Fall and
So, yeah,
Coach J-Rom, they doxed his ass.
he
And they
doxed
showed
me
it,
the first time I've ever went.
but they showed
That first
pictures.
interaction.
They showed pictures of his car and the outside of his house and even the inside of his house.
The first
But
interaction I ever had with him, he showed my address and everything. He paused it, zoomed in on it.
well, the same thing happened to him, and it finally happened to him back. And then when they were done, they deleted the live stream. However,
Okay.
I barely caught like portions of it. You know, by the time I got a screen recorder started up, they were showing pictures of some other guy. They switched over to some other guy that they thought was him, but he just had a similar sounding name.
Okay.
So the only thing that they got right was I think just outside of his house, they used Google Maps to
Yeah.
Street View to go fucking Street View his fucking house and show
Yeah.
off his car.
They used OSINT tactics,
That's why
basically.
I was teasing him about it. Is like, is that a hot tub in your front yard? I said, check out Nerve Gorilla's hot tub time machine.
Because anybody can do this. If you just look up OSINT, and there's all kinds of different OSINT tools you can use, where you can determine all kinds of stuff. It's available to anybody at any time. And that's why I speculate about Nerve, because he knows this, but he won't ever talk about that. He doesn't talk about OSINT, and he won't even begin to speculate, to let anybody know what he does for a living, or what
He's a
what industry
security
it's in. He's a security guard. So,
and that's why he has handcuffs. That's why he's allowed to have handcuffs.
well, I didn't
It's
even
part
know
of his
that.
job, part of his work.
Well, that's convenient then, right? Because that's the people that were doing the gang stalking here in my town were prison guards, first responders, um,
But you
people that
guys,
were
you know his real.
firemen.
Yeah, but watch out though. That girl's gonna. She's trying to use Nerve Girl as a tool to go after the people that she doesn't like, and that's Buffy the Narc Slayer and all her friends. That's why
Well,
she's doing videos about Bat Tiger now. But
they're
he
smart
quickly
enough.
pointed out that Bat Tiger's been behaving himself. He hasn't been
Yeah,
bothering anybody lately, so
they're
he's
smart enough to.
he's off the radar. I'm not on his radar, but everybody else is because they won't talk to him.
I'll show it. I have the evidence where, like a year ago, right? He went to found my brother and was communicating with my brother and gave him an idea. He said, so he wouldn't make the video himself, but he went and gave the idea to my brother to make a certain video, and then my brother went and made that video. And
Well, he also
I
gave
have
Tammy
evidence
Hess a
to
bunch
show
of bad
that.
ideas too. Did you see Tammy Hess's new website?
So what makes you think he's not a gang stalker? That's just what they do.
Well, he
You
doesn't drive
know?
around fucking recording people. See,
How do you know?
He doesn't drive around harassing people either.
Not that
Like,
you know of.
have you seen the shit that these people do around here?
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos with the low riders, and they drive around and they were doing that to me here too.
I mean,
From what
that's all they do. They drive around looking for that shit, and and they always get me when I'm not recording,
yeah, like they
and
know,
I'm
like
not even ready for it. And then I get all pissed. I'm like, "Fuck," I should have had
that's
that fucking thing recording, and I didn't.
and that's when they get you. Yep, I know. Believe me, I
And then
know.
when I start recording, boom, they're gone because they already know.
Yep.
Oh, he turned his fucking thing on. Everybody hide.
The very first video I ever posted to YouTube, because they were deleting shit off my phone. I was catching these people doing this shit. I was convinced that they could see what was on my phone, right? From their phone. They could see exactly what was on my phone. So when you hit record, they know that. They can see that. So they know exactly when to not do it or when to do it. So the very first video I ever put on YouTube, I took my phone and I hit record, and I just rested my hand on the top of this gambling machine inside a store. Now, you couldn't tell that I was recording, right? If you were outside looking in, you would just see somebody sitting there resting their hand on top of a machine.
Have you tried a body camera?
And the back, I put my hand up there, right? She looks up from her phone, and then she looks back down at her phone, looks back up, and she immediately flips me off. Then she puts her visor down. And she looks down at her phone, looks back up again. Like I was convinced. I saw this later on. I didn't even know what I captured. And whenever I saw that, I immediately posted it to YouTube because I didn't want it to disappear like all the other evidence I had documented. And that was the very first video on my channel. You see that chick, and that's why I'm convinced. Like, you can't tell me that they can't see what's on your device, because she was seeing herself on her own phone. You know what I mean?
And it happened to be a red car too, right?
It was a red truck, actually.
Oh, red truck. Okay.
Yeah, it was burgundy.
Yeah, same difference. You know, I actually have no idea why. Like, I was never one of these red car people. It just fucking shows up randomly. I never even noticed it until somebody pointed it out. That there's a big swarm that went by.
And when they go to buy a new car, if they're already involved in this, they probably lean towards the red because it's like, I'd imagine they're addicted to it.
Well, the only thing that really bothers me is people driving around with no license plate on. Now that really bothers me.
Why do you think they do that?
Just to provoke me. They want me to get mad about it because they get to drive. Because I don't get to do that.
Right.
I'll go to jail.
Exactly, and they know that they'll get away with it because who's involved? Who are the people doing it? They're the ones that they're not going to go after each other. That's why I claim it's law enforcement, first responders.
I think it's NGOs. You know what an NGO is?
What's that?
Non-governmental organization.
Well, probably, but
see, these are contractors, subcontractors, and so they have to do that for money laundering purposes, so that they can't really directly trace it to FOP or BPOP or any one of these.
Brian Gates, the guy in my town who did karate lessons, and he was a state constable for years. I heard he got caught and taking money from an autism fundraiser, like a charity, and then he didn't hear anything after that. But all of a sudden, he started a new business in town. Right at the beginning of my gang stalking, he started a new business, a private investigation firm in town, right? And that's who I believe is behind a lot of my gang stalking. I think he would be like the handler, the organizer.
Well, that's why this girl is making me suspicious, because she's focused on pointing out what she thinks is illegal, and like, I need to be fucking thrown in jail now for recording people illegally, even though the state I live in it's not a two-party state.
Well, even a two-party state, people need to understand that you don't have. Okay, you have to ask permission to record audio of another person. Now, the only time that actually is the point, I looked it up, I read the statute and everything on it. You can argue that they have to argue that they had an expectation of privacy. So, like in Nerve Gorilla's situation, he does his Jitsi voice, right? And people call in. So you can assume that if Nerve Gorilla is calling my phone, that there's not an expectation of privacy, because it's what he does. You can show this, So he tried to say that about me a while back. He put it out there that I'm trying to record him without his permission and everything else. But good luck, because I record my phone calls. Good luck getting somebody to try to prosecute me, because you have to prove that he had an expectation of privacy. Now, he's calling me, and he knows I record my phone calls, and he records conversations and puts it on YouTube. So there's no way they would ever try to come at me for a wiretapping offense, even in a one-part or two-party state. So people would need to read the statutes and actually understand, it has to do with an expectation of privacy. If I walk up to you in public, you and somebody else that you're talking, and I try to record your conversation secretly, then that's different. You know what I mean? That's different. You're having a private conversation with somebody, you don't expect somebody to be recording that. And, or somebody else, I have a conversation with you and I try to record it standing in an open street, where there's no recording device. That would be a violation.
Have you tried calling his number? Because that number he puts up, you haven't called that one? Why not?
I might have. I don't know. It's a Google. I don't know. Why would I? I don't.
Well, because the shit, the back and forth going on between you guys is just comedy gold. Because
I'm not playing into it though. You know, I'm
and
not gonna be the joke the fucking jester.
well, that's what he turned you into, and you're like
Maybe
you're one
from
of
his
his
point
places.
of view. From his
But
point of view, maybe, but I feel bad for him then if that's all it takes to
but I really
use
don't
people.
think that he's here to hurt you guys, unless you're doing something really bad, like Bat Tiger, for example. Like I remember that video where some lady pulled up. It looked like she was gonna give him some money or like a care package, you know, with
She
like
asked if he
fucking.
needed help or something, right?
Yeah, because he's walking around looking like he was struggling. He's obviously starving, and
What was she gonna do? She would give him a ride,
she was either going to give him a ride or hand him some money. Like, sir, do you need help? And then he just fucking bitch. He just
right?
fucking, and he
But if
scared her. She got
if
scared and ran
she
off.
if she was gang stalking him prior to that,
I don't
and
think she
he and
was.
he's
Like,
well, that's the part that's missing. That's why he should never put that online, unless he could show that she wouldn't leave him alone and she was harassing him.
yeah, that's where he fucked up. You know, that's what got
Yeah,
him up. That's what attracted this shit. You
he
know,
he
and the
learned.
same.
He learned.
And there's other assholes too that were like targeted Tony. Like, notice how he's been radio silent now for almost 2 years.
Yeah, I have noticed that.
He,
Why is that? He
he
didn't
was
like
the
the
one that started that whole one headlight bullshit.
dick pic. The dick pic thing was that was something to do with you and him, right?
No, that was him a conspiracy. That
Okay,
he claimed that he exposed himself, but he didn't really show any actual proof that it was him. Instead, he
okay.
just showed pictures of, well, because he said it was on a lady named Renata. God is our protector, and that they were on a StreamYard panel, and this guy with the name Conspiracy Underground got on there with like a what do you call those things, like chastity cage, and just started fucking, masturbating, and until that's the same. Well, I've seen Brandon Q do some shit too. That's why I don't mess with that guy. He's doing a fine job of contributing to his own demise.
And
And like
Brandon
you
Q.
almost, yeah, you just have to just like turn the other way. Just let him
Yeah,
do his thing.
I saw the one where he was all pissed off, flipping out. And he said that the SWAT and everybody was right there
Yeah,
in the
there's a
morning,
fucking mobile command center outside his house.
and then he lost his job or something.
Yeah, they're ready to fucking stomp him and send the
Yeah, I saw
fucking.
that.
And yeah, I did feel bad for the guy, because but it's just that he's got, the people they just go to his channel again, the Shade and Fruit. People go to his channel just to fuck with him. That's why
Yeah,
if you look at his chat, there's nothing but trolls on there, like threatening
and
him.
they
You know,
eventually got him. You know, they got him to flip out. I mean, they didn't get him, but they got him to flip out for their entertainment.
yeah, but it worked out in his favor because he made money off of it.
See, I'm not. I've said this. I'm never going to make money off my YouTube channel. That's not the whole point of it. Is to spread awareness. How could I possibly um, have any credibility or have anybody believe what I'm saying if I'm making money off my channel?
Well, he's just
You know. So
well to him, it's just extra bucks to pay his
I
bills
get
with.
it. I get it.
Even if he's got to humiliate himself, he'll do it. He'll do anything to
And he lives next to a military base or something, right? So of course he's going to see the
Well,
helicopters and
there
shit.
is that's what I heard, but I don't really know because like he said he lived in the war zone and that's actually pretty far away from the airport.
Well, I get the Blackhawks every once in a while. They fly right over my head, and whenever I try to look them up, they don't show up. You can see them when they're 30, 40 miles away on the radar, and then they disappear, meaning they drop their elevation down, right? And then that's when they fly over my head, and then they pop back up later on when they get.
Dang.
So I don't know what they're doing, but I know that happens every time.
Yeah, they fly over my house every day, but I don't even record it then. I just ignore it, even though it's fucking loud and obvious.
I've had them fly where I was in the McDonald's drive-through. Okay, so I had a real, very limited sky that I could see in front of the car. Very limited sky. I had two Blackhawks come out, and they were the lowest I've ever seen. They came right out, and then right in front of me, they did a 90-degree turn. They banked and did a 90-degree turn. Like the one spot that they could have possibly been the closest to my where I could see them. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you something.
And then I saw them again when I got closer to Patton, closer to my home. There they were again. Like they were just flying around waiting for me to get there or something. I don't know. Go ahead.
Do you believe in alien life on other planets?
On other planets?
Yeah.
I believe there's other life than us. Yes, absolutely. I think
That girl just made another video about me. Oh shit. Well,
So
it's
what?
just showing up in my notifications. You know, I keep getting
Yeah.
notifications like dangerous hippie girl with a sword. It says Comanche 144 mentioned you in a video. Okay, so now she's stalking me.
See, I see the bigger picture. I see somebody. Maybe it is aliens. Who knows? That's playing with everybody. It's getting everybody against each other. It's they're playing games with people, and like maybe using mind control. I don't know, but they're able to get certain people to just be obsessed with whatever it is that does them no good at all. All it does is
waiting
keep
for
them
a
distracted,
savior,
keep them down.
waiting for a savior to come out of the sky to beam them up into heaven.
And that's the ultimate one. That's the ultimate distraction, right? Because nobody's coming to save us.
What about FEMA camps? Do you believe in FEMA camps?
I haven't looked into it enough.
That was way back from the Obama days when Alex Jones.
I remember seeing all the containers and stuff that they had. I don't know.
That's an old one.
Yeah, but I don't know enough about it.
There's still people going around saying that girl's saying that we're going to be the first to get put in a FEMA camp. Do you believe that?
I'm not.
Do you believe that we're going to get put in a FEMA camp?
I wouldn't be surprised if they had a plan, right? So, like when shit hits the fan, plan. Because you'd be naive to think that they don't have a plan to round everybody up and if shit hits the fan. Continuity,
the reason why that doesn't scare me is because I'm from one of the poorest reservations in the United States, and that's basically what it is. It's a concentration prisoner of war camp. That's what an Indian reservation is. It's a POW camp.
I was gonna say that's pretty much what, right?
So what are they gonna do? Put me back on the reservation? They might as well just deport my ass. If they want me out of the city that bad. But I don't believe in the whole FEMA camp nonsense. Because my brother did pull that shit on me too.
No.
The government's going to put you in a FEMA camp. I was like, well, yeah, for what? Because he was scared of Trump. That's why. He was saying Trump was going to put
for everybody to learn their rights. If they learn their rights and learn the Constitution and what, go back to our roots, what this country's built on, they would get their power back. They would understand, how much power they have if they learn their rights. Because it's no secret that the police and you really playing that right now. The police and shit are they're abusing their power. They're they don't want people to know their rights. It makes their job harder because all they do is lie to people.
I just got two more notifications from that silly girl and Lorraine. What do you think of Lorraine? Alternative homesteading.
She's eccentric. She shares a lot of information that's valuable.
Do you think she might be being unfairly picked on?
I'm sure. I'm sure she is.
Because she seems like a nice lady to me, but at the same time,
did you see the episode of Nightmare Neighbor, whatever that was, Nightmare Neighbors, or?
Yeah, she does have some really weird neighbors that don't like her at all.
Yeah,
like that was obvious. I saw that, but at the same time, the whole occult thing, about.
Yeah, I don't buy into that shit. And some things just happen, and she blames. Anything that happens has to be blamed on somebody. That's not. I don't think she's kind of reckless there.
That's why I think that she needs like she needs friends. You know, she needs like people to help her out with, you know, fucking something, some people to talk to. You know, and I don't know why that girl doesn't focus on that kind of shit. You know, because. You know, basically, I'm burning up right now. I'm soaking sweat.
Help them out. Help them realize that people need to realize that don't sweat the small stuff. A lot of things are by design, you know, created or done to get your attention, to get you mad, to get that loosh, right? The loosh, whatever that people call it. The you know that there's a
The
I don't
loosh,
know if
give
it's
Lucius his loosh.
yeah. So I mean I don't know if it's true or false, but you don't have to give it to them. You don't have to. It's up to you. It's your choice whether you let something bother you or not.
Well, that's why I just crack fucking corny ass jokes. You know, every once in a while I'll post up a meme.
Yeah.
Whether it's funny or I'll make sure that it's dry on purpose. You know, dry humor works sometimes too.
Yeah, but it seems like it's a lot of stuff bothers you.
Oh, I'm still mad at a lot of people for the shit that they did.
Well, I never did anything to you.
Well, I was mad about the whole you know, this is all Sarah and Susie's idea. I don't know if you ever watched Susie's channel.
No, so you would post shit saying that I was a part of the group. I didn't even know these people. I was on that stream one time. I was on a stream for like 5 minutes or something. Whenever Will and Dana were together, the first time they got together.
Well,
And
she's doing a lot better. You know, I was impressed. You know,
I saw that, yeah. And Dana, I
Dana's
talked to Dana. You know, Dana get along. I
she's
seen you in
cool.
the chat saying, "Get out of here."
I must have been.
What did you say? She was at the Renaissance Fair or whatever.
Oh, I was pissed about something.
Oh, you said my real name too. You're like, "Get out of here, Hofer." And I seen you in Nerve Girls live a couple days ago, saying John Hofer is going around saying that getting my channel flagged. It's like I
Well,
didn't know
yeah,
why that. What the point of that was? Like you
I
say it
almost
everywhere you
lost it.
go.
I almost lost it. You know, I had to appeal all those strikes, and only one appeal went through. And then they
Well,
still
I'm
nailed.
not even looking for the shit, and it's right in my face. Like, here's Donovan blaming you for this. Here's Donovan blaming you for that.
Well, I almost got terminated because on the same day that a strike from Coach J Rom expired, I got hit with 3 more, and that would have been termination. But it was by the fucking.
Well,
You know,
have
I
you
was
ever made a
able.
video saying, I was wrong about this or I was wrong about that? All the times you said that I was doing something?
Well, now I know
Are
exactly
you
who's.
against doing that?
Well, I don't see the point of making videos like back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Okay.
When chat is just much better way to resolve fucking shit like that, misunderstandings and whatnot. Because I asked the hippie girl to get up here, but she won't do it.
Well, the point that when I make a video about you, it's not for you. It's to show other people,
Yeah, but I live so
stuff
far
they
away
might
from
not see.
you. It's like, you know what? I
Because
really gotta.
there's people playing games. There's people that
I gotta
pretend
open
like
this.
angels. They pretend to be targeted and they're
Well,
playing
he's the
games.
main one, right? He's the only him and that other girl are only ones like still stirring up shit, stirring up the drama pot.
So if I think you're one of these people stirring up shit, and I
No,
also know Angels is one of these people doing this, but
I'm
you
just
guys don't get
defending the.
along. I'm saying, but you guys don't get along. So then you have
I'm
to look
about
at the
to
bigger
fucking
picture.
stomp that guy. I'm about to
You
stomp
have
a
to,
trench in his honey hole.
but you got to look at the bigger picture. So who's really playing games with who? Is there's something playing games with all of us?
Well, he's one of the people flagging my channel
How do you know?
because it's obvious.
I defended you one time when Dana was on a live stream saying that you were trying to kill her or that you were a serial killer or something like that.
Well,
I started
that's what
asking her.
Susie. That's what
I
Susie,
started
Sarah, and
asking her
Susie told her
questions.
that.
Well, I started asking her questions. I said, "How do you know?" And she got mad and blocked me. That was for going to bat for you, Donovan. That was for defending, you
Well, I did email
making.
her. I did start talking her through the email her, and she did answer me back.
Yeah, it was after that you started talking to her or something. But she was, but you
At the
know,
same time, she was, she was under the influence, and
yeah.
she was,
But I was combating this shit, the misinformation, right? Because
and she
I
had no
didn't
way of
think it
knowing
was
like
true,
who's telling what, because that was when she was
right?
still in the throes of alcoholism.
And I didn't think it was true, so I was just asking the right questions, and she got mad and blocked me. But you're welcome. I, you don't ever mention any of that, right? You just tell everybody that I'm out
That
to
was a
get
while
you, and then
ago.
I'm
She
so
figured it
what?
all out. She figured it all out by herself.
You know what else was a while ago, Donovan? Whenever I was on that stream saying that she's a paid federal perp, but
What about this?
In with him, but absent-minded Abe is right about most targeted citizen. He is lying. Chief Handler is Donovan. When I block Donovan, I've noticed this before. Donovan is this Chief Handler despite before. Donovan, you're a fucking loser, dude. Donovan was Chief.
what happened to Conspiracy Underground? Ever come back on?
No, he better not come back, or I'm gonna have to stomp a trench in his.
Are you the one that got his channel taken down?
No, this is what happened though. He found
Wouldn't
a
be surprised.
TI that was showing the thing with the lights, the flickering lights, and it just
Yeah.
happens to be a transgender person. And he made a post about this video that he found, saying that run from this community. This community is totally fucked, because the reason for that is because, oh yeah, he called it a freak show. Because he doesn't like Chief Little Flower and anybody that's like her.
Oh yeah, I know. I made one video saying something nice about her or something, and he called me he said I must be a perp because I don't attack the people that make us look crazy.
I made a
But he opened my eyes to that though. Like he kind of opened my eyes because I
that guy
was
was
being
crazy.
naive. I was being naive though. Like
Well,
Irene, I have a bunch of fucking phone calls on my. I have a bunch of voicemails saved on my phone from Irene, where I only ever talked to her one time in person, right? One time I talked to her, and she started calling me, and just the times that she would call me, it seemed like it was just to distract me, right? Depending on what I was doing.
oh shit.
So it was like it became clear to me that she would only call me to try to distract me, like she must have been, working for somebody or something. And she called me and told me about this one tarot bitch saying that they killed her boyfriend and this and that. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I still didn't answer her. And, I watched it and I realized, I was like, okay, she's obviously doing this, putting it out there, making it look like, the crazies, relating to the crazy people and making it look like the whole subject's crazy, right? And Conspiracy Underground opened my eyes to that these people just make the whole subject look crazy.
Well, you have to understand a lot about tarot cards, how it really works, because when a lot of these people do readings, you got to have like be within the same time zone as they are, or else it's going to be way off. And again, those
Why?
are also considered.
Why would the time zone have anything to do with it?
Well, you have to consider the fact that this may or may not resonate with certain people, and it may not be, hit
Yeah,
the mark for everybody. So you have to be,
but why is there so many tarot card readers on YouTube?
because it's a way to make money. It's an easy way to make money. It's
Okay, and
it's
how
it's
are
a parlor trick. It's just a parlor trick.
also no, listen, that the ones that I've watched a couple of them where they described my situation to a fucking T so very specifically that
Well,
the only
sometimes,
way they knew is if they had inside information or they really had powers.
yeah,
Okay,
some of them
so
do.
it became obvious to me whenever I realized, okay, why are there this many fucking tarot card channels on YouTube? There's way too many. Where'd they all come from? And how come you don't? And I realized that's these
Well,
people
because it's
all.
entertaining. It's
It might be
entertainment.
entertaining, but they're tricking people. They're deceiving people. They have access to personal information or data from that person, and then they use it to exploit that person and trick them into thinking they have some kind of power, and then they
Well,
can get them to do all kinds of stuff. without even knowing it. You know, they can psychologically manipulate that person.
But I wouldn't be worried about it, really. You know,
I'm
because
not, but I
again,
was pointing it out. I was
I
pointing it
mean,
out to
the
other
ones,
people.
I mean, the right ones will tell you to use your own discernment, you know, and
Right.
please be aware that this may or may not resonate with, you know,
Well,
and
there's
that's
still
usually
good people with, you know, the good intent, I believe, but they still, you know, do they have powers or do they have access to, you know, certain
um
information about you that it gives them that advantage? Because then they're not being honest, are they? They're being deceptive.
yeah, I don't really even pay attention to them anymore. You know, I stopped watching all the tarot ladies, like,
But where they
because
all come from, you look and people do tarot reading, you know, as a business for a long time. That's been around. But why is there so many of them on YouTube? You can't drive around and find tarot card reading places like this in real life, but on YouTube they're everywhere. You know, there's probably thousands of them.
I mean, you could literally use a Pokemon deck to do a tarot card reading.
Yeah,
Even
you
a
can use
regular
it.
deck of cards can be used to do a tarot reading.
Yeah,
So it's
but
not that hard. You
how are
know,
they
you,
getting
you
this
could figure
specific
out how to do that
information though?
yourself. Like totally, you don't even have to be a psychic to be able to learn how to you know, do that kind of stuff.
But I'm saying they would show up on my feed and then they would be talking about such specific information that you know that would convince anybody that they had access to personal information of mine or
It's
they had
probably the
powers.
algorithm. It's probably the algorithm. You know, if you've watched like 2 or 3 videos of it, then they'll hit you again, thinking that you might like this person here. If you
It
watch
could be
this,
well, it could be the algorithm based on
well, it
listening
does
to
a
what
lot of
I'm
weird
talking
shit.
about,
You
listening to
know,
what I'm
because
talking about too, and what it hears.
keep in mind that the AI is not that smart at all.
It,
They can be defeated and outsmarted. The AI can manipulate certain people and freak them out like that. I've seen that
yeah,
Joseph Costello kid would always be
awareness
freaking.
is the key. Awareness is the key. If you're aware of the AI listening to you, you know,
Well, I've
then
used
you can.
AI here and there.
What's that?
I've used AI,
I have too.
you know, just to create thumbnails and shit.
People don't realize that it's listening to you right now. AI is listening to everything you say. It's listening to
But
it's listening to the TV you're watching. It's listening to everything you hear. It hears everything you
but
say. It
again,
hears.
it's still in its infancy, and it's not really that smart.
Well, it's if it's just in its infancy and it's as smart as it is now, then we should worry. We should be concerned.
It isn't any smarter than your smartphone. Like
Well,
once you figure out how it actually works, like it can't harm you, or you can't really. Because I've seen people get freaked out about that shit. And they make like 10 videos a day. They're gaslighting me. YouTube is gaslighting me.
well, it,
They're,
people could use AI though. People could use AI for nefarious reasons very easily.
well,
It's a lot of people don't even know that it's being used, and they have no idea. So that's why awareness is important.
oh, geez, you know what? I'm really, really sick.
If people are aware of the AI, then then it's more fair of a game, playing field.
Yeah, I don't know if I caught COVID or what, or if I got, but man, I am burning up and I'm sweating. And I got 4% remaining, so I'm gonna have to cut this off here in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll do this
Okay.
again, all right? So
Yeah. Well, don't let me see Vernon lying about me anymore.
don't say that, or else I'm gonna have to make another comedy video. You won't like that.
Well,
No.
the only reason I ever made a video about you is just because I see you lying about me. So then I make a video showing, and then you get mad and flag it, and
Oh, we got another comment.
so if I catch you,
Oh, it's
spreading more
Virginia. It's hi,
spreading more
Virginia.
false information about me, Donovan, I'm gonna make
Oh,
I'm gonna have
do
to
me a
tell the
favor.
truth.
Okay, well, before I turn this off, can you give me that guy's name in the chat? And I won't post it, but we'll take care of this right away because there's a chance that And if I get stopped by the police and they ask me about that, I have to tell them, you know, that is this guy fucking bothering me on the internet. I don't know what his name is or anything, but he's been like.
What do you think they're gonna do to Donovan? They're not gonna do anything.
Well, he's been like insinuating that I'm under investigation. Like,
But they're
there's
still not gonna do anything about it.
Oh.
That's why I just don't let it bother you.
3%. I forgot to plug in my damn
All right.
charger. Well, we'll do this again. Like, we'll do this again later. I'll pick out a fucking time and maybe I'll schedule something. I don't know.
Well, pick on the people that are putting out scaring people with information, you know, without right?
Well,
They don't know.
Well, there's all right. Well, later. Like, be good or be good at it.
Yeah, there you go. You got the idea.
Be bad or be bad at it. Peace. Laters, y'all. See y'all later. This thing's gonna die. You know, I gotta plug it in and charge it.
You're a racist! Who the hell is